Periodization really is just sort of the manipulation of training or training stress to gain a physical outcome or physiological outcome, which in turn should lead to success. The sort of origins appeared around the Olympics and the ancient Greeks and Romans, and so it's been around a while, but it didn't really start to become prominent in training. Maybe at the turn of the 1900s, it was used in a couple of different sports, Picala, I think 1913, and Kotov. And then a little bit later, around about 1936, the phasic approach, I think it was Gratin, that was the sort of phasic approach to training methodology. Moving on a little bit later, sort of the training, the essence of periodization and the modern sort of origins of that, they began especially around the Soviet Union and weightlifting, and there was a lot of written by Mateyev, who's sort of like the modern godfather of periodization. So as you could probably understand from that, it came from an individual sport, manipulating variables over various cycles so that the weightlifters would perform and break world records and qualify for the Olympics or whatever they were doing. Generally, as an overview, sort of periodized training, you're looking at the planning sort of sessions of overload, unloading, alternating those, and not fatiguing someone enough that they don't perform. However, sometimes that's needed, that little bit of fatigue. So it's generally split into blocks. You've got a macro cycle, which would be 1 to 4 year blocks if you're working with an Olympic athlete. Then you've a mesocycle, which can be anything to a 4 to 6 week block within that macro, and then micro, which is generally in soccer a weekly training plan. Soccer's a little bit different. I think we have a very long competitive phase. So if it's split into phases of a macro cycle, you would have like a transition phase, mainly the off-season, a preparation phase, which is split into 2 blocks of general and specific preparation, then a long competitive phase, and then just cycles around in theirs. Whereas in something like weightlifting, they don't compete as often as a soccer player, which could be once or twice a week. So it's been around a while. It's in modern times, it's started to become a little bit more prominent within the literature.